All right. Hi, Marissa.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So I know last week you came in and we did your basic intake paperwork, and I just wanted to review your chart a little bit and then we'll get started, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I have that your name's Marissa and you're how old?
26.
26. Okay. Okay. I have that you're listed as female. Do you use female pronouns?
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. Where do you currently live right now?
In Arizona, Avondale, Arizona.
Okay. Wonderful. And then who do you live with?
My boyfriend and my 2 sons.
How old are they?
10. We had a birthday on the 31st.
Oh my gosh.
3.
3. Wonderful. Okay. And then, do you have any specific spiritual beliefs that you follow?
I guess I consider myself Christian.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
So I believe in God, but I don't practice
Practice? Okay.
religion.
Okay. Okay. Something that's really important to me is making sure that when you're meeting with me, you feel that this is a safe space and that you feel respected by me. Is there anything that I can do to make sure that you feel that way, that you feel respected and trusted?
No. I think you do a pretty good job of it.
Thanks. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. So in your chart, I see here that you just bought a house.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So the market's really terrible right now, and the school district was the most important thing to me.
Okay.
But it was also the first time we bought a house, so I wanted it to be really nice and updated, and I quickly found out that I wasn't going to be able to get that in the good school district with like our budget. So that was kind of the beginning of like the stressors.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of how it started. It's kind of like a combination between like a higher interest rate and also like what I was trying to do to make the house look more updated is the primary stressor.
Yeah, like kind of your expectations.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew this before, and it's just something I'm applying to the house, but once I have something, I want the next thing.
Yeah.
So I have a hard time plateauing at the level of happiness.
Mm-hmm. Sure. What I'm hearing you say is, so far, nothing's kind of been good enough. You just kind of keep reaching.
Or yeah, so if even like I get something done, like I'm automatically wanting to, I wish it was like this instead, or I wish I had this instead, which I do with everything in my life.
Yeah.
With,
so everything
like what do you call them? Like not like items. Like
sure.
With my car, I got a silver car and then stressed about it for like 2 weeks. How I wish I would have gotten a white car.
Mm-hmm. When you are feeling that, what is that you're feeling? Is it disappointment? Is it stress?
Yeah, I think it's stress, and I also do a lot, and the primary source of it comes from, I think like comparing like what other people have, even though like obviously no, you can't, like you shouldn't do that, and just like it's definitely, you can see what's nicer than what you have, and it makes you want to reach for that, but so I think that's part of it.
Sure. So when you are feeling that stress, especially when it comes to financial stress, how are you kind of getting through that? What keeps you grounded? What are some skills that you use?
So financial stress isn't like with that, I'm really good at budgeting and not like overspending. So we always have like, I'm not as worried about like the financial part of it. But at the same time, I know I can't have like the nicest things because I'm not willing to spend like, thousands of dollars on things.
Good. That's good.
I mean, like I definitely have, but it's been like not, what you can spend on the things
Sure.
that I've been spending on.
So then is it more your feeling of
It's more
regret?
of like, it's like a regret. So like if I do something, I like regret my decision for like the house. So like when we redid the floors, like automatically I was like, oh, like I wish I would have done this instead. And then, there's a lot of like unfinished things that still have to be done, and a lot of like things I still want to do. And so I'm also like stressing out the people in the house.
Right. Right.
Like, or, asking my boyfriend to do this or do that. And like, that's frustrating for him because he's more of a, it just takes time, and I kind of just want everything done.
Okay. It seems like you have a plan in place. Like it seems like you have this idea in your head, and then it's like when it comes out, when it's executed, it just is not your expectation. So although you're good at planning, this keeps happening. Is that correct?
Yeah. So I definitely like have a set of plans, but then when I do it, it just doesn't live up to like my expectation of how I would like like I want it to look perfect and like be satisfied with the look. And so about everything that we do, it's just like, I don't know, like I'm just not
good enough.
I'm like comparing it to like, like, well, the baseboards on that $1 million house look great. Like, why can't my baseboards look like that?
Right.
And and I would say it's like honestly like the biggest stressor like right now for me, just because of that. Like I walk into the house and I just see a lot of unfinished things, so it's like almost can't even be like at peace.
Yeah, like you don't
place where you're supposed to be at.
Yeah, like it doesn't feel like a home to you.
Yeah, like it feels like home. Like it's definitely, full of like the people I love, but it's just like there isn't like peace because I know there's so much to do.
And you don't necessarily enjoy.
Yeah, and it's like, you have to set aside time to do those things because like with kids, you can't just like, oh, on Friday night or whatever, we're just going to paint the baseboards when you have the kids.
Yeah. Well, I definitely think that this is something we can go to a little bit more in depth about and kind of navigate, especially because it seems like this has been something you've been struggling with for a while, but it wasn't necessarily until buying a house that it was as impactful.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of different triggers for it, whether it like comes down to like anxiety or whatever. I definitely have like a lot of daily triggers, but this is just one that's been, I think, constant, and I think that's
right, kind of in your face.
Yeah, the most stress.
Sure. Okay. So I think we're going to kind of wrap things up for today and pick back up next week when we see each other again, and kind of start from the beginning a little bit and go from there. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Okay. So as we finish, I'm going to give you what's called a session rating scale. It is pretty much an opportunity for you to start giving me feedback because you're paying for the service, and I really want to make sure that we're going where you'd like to go and reaching what you'd like to reach. And unfortunately, I can't necessarily read your mind. But it gives me a really good opportunity to learn a little bit more about things that I can change and make sure that you feel comfortable.
Okay.
Cool. Well, it was good to see you.
You too.
And I'll see you next Monday.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.